Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Chubbs Reviews, and today I got the forehead out. You guys know what it is. It's Monday. Had a pretty long weekend. I actually went out and socialized for the first time in a long time since the pandemic, and yeah, just feeling that after effect. But I almost didn't even record a video today. I don't know if it's because I don't know. I just almost didn't. I thought about changing up my schedule to a Wednesday and Friday thing. Let me know if you guys want me to upload less, or if you just don't care, then don't comment anything, and I'll just do what I feel. Anyway, today I hope you guys had a good weekend, and today we're going to reviewing a show on Netflix that my homies, Logan, Jamar, shout out to them if they ever watch my videos. I don't know. Well, they put me onto this show, so they might actually watch this review just because they put me onto this. This show, Top Boy, Netflix Top Boy. It is a UK show, mainly an English show. Everyone on there's very British, very English. They say bruv and oi and in it and they pussy oi and it's very it's kind of funny to us Americans. Just like I would assume their slang or our slang is funny to them. We could laugh at each other. We could all laugh. Uh, but yeah, so that adds an element to it. But anyway, the show is kind of about it sets up these two kind of different individuals trying to enter the streets of London and become the next top boy, the top dog of drug selling, slinging dope, and all that shit. We got a young Jamie. He's the oldest brother of like three. It's just him. His parents are gone, and he's kind of stepping up, trying to take over this dude that's just got arrested spot and basically be the main guy on the street. And he starts off by taking out competition. Like it's a very serious show, even though Jamie is like 20 years old. These guys are kind of kids. There are kids in the show. It is a very hood show. It's about the ghetto. It's about the hood. I lived in a small town, like kind of outside of Chicago, called Rockford. So I kind of know what it is, but I'm also just a white boy. I really wasn't about that life. But this show could relate to a lot of people that maybe had to deal with that life, because that's what it is. It's people who are put in positions that have to deal with the street life. It's not that they're choosing to. It's not that they want to. Some people fucking have to, and it's very brutal. People do things what they have to do. Like I said, they set up Jamie. He's just kind of trying to make a lot of money for his family. They also set up Deshaun, which is this guy from Jamaica, and he's stuck in some drug thing where if these people are gonna kill his cousin if he doesn't start pushing dope in London. And they set all that up, and he's like 36 years old. He's older. He's a veteran, but he's he wasn't in it. And now he's going back in it. And basically, these two guys, and you see everyone in their crews like stories and their sides of point of views from it, and their brothers and family members. It is crazy how in depth this show is for each and every character. But those are the main two kind of setups. And then there's kind of like this middle guy named Moldy, which is the guy who was previously up, but he got arrested. They show him in prison. Um, they show all of it, man. It's very detailed. Honestly, one of the best written shows I think I've ever seen in a while, and it's very UK. If you're like prejudiced, you're not gonna like this show because like everyone's like ghetto and whatnot. So yeah, but I fucks with that shit. You feel me? Also, if you don't like a lot of British accents, like if you're annoyed by it easily, or if you just can't understand them, you're gonna have to watch the show with subtitles. There's a lot of people talking over each other. I feel like the show is directed in a very realistic way. For one, how things go in real life, and for two, how people talk and argue with each other and what they say when shit's going down. And like I said, shit goes down in this. You want to see, gang beat 'em ups, or drive-bys, or fucking people getting busted out of prison with drones in the sky, like really professional shit. All the way from that shit to like living real street code. People aren't snitching on the police. It's always the gangs fuck the police. And then there's also like, you can't kill old like women, and you don't fuck with people's kids, little brothers if they're too young and shit like that. Um, and there's certain street code things and code things that happen, like when one guy gets caught snitching in the group, and these guys have all grown up together. They're in the same gang and grown up together, and he's somehow split, not snitching on the cops, but snitching to the other group. And when that shit gets revealed, and you just get hit with all this emotion, and that dude's got to die. Like one of their brothers has to kill another brother, because it's just how it goes. Like you can't be flipping sides like that. You can't be trusted. So it's shit like that. Like real emotional shit hits you, and shit that just has to happen. Like I said, it's a very code oriented street show. Only has one season. This is basically my season one review, but I think it did great. It kind of jumps right into it. The only flaws of this show is it jumps right into like shit is kind of going down, and there's a lot of characters. As much as there are like two or three main characters, there's a lot of characters and their point of views, and people are related. You got to know why. It's kind of like Game of Thrones in the hood. Like there are so many characters, so many factions, so many families, and each people have a different relationship with one another, and people are lying constantly and tricking other people and trying to make it to the top. It's called Top Boy. It's like getting to the throne on Game of Thrones, except you're trying to be the top drug dealer of the place and whatever, the guy who runs the shit. Um, Whether it's because you want hella money or people are gonna kill your family or if you don't give them money, people have to do shit. So yeah, this show pretty much got me pretty passionate about it. I watched it in like 2 days. Shout out to my boys again for putting me onto it. Like I said, the other flaw is a lot of people die in this. It almost happens too much to where you become numb to it. But that's also really how the fucking street is. Like that's like take what I just said. You almost become numb to some deaths in the street because of how much this shit happens, and that's almost how the show kind of hits you. But they also do a great job of not doing that. For how many deaths there are, you still feel like the late ones. You still feel like the episode 8, 9 ones, the later end of the season show ones. But some of them you don't really hit as much because it's like, damn, it's just another body. But yeah, they even show like little brothers' point of views, like 10 and 11-year-old kids, and like what they're kind of going through, seeing their older brothers do this and their parents not around, and what they're doing in school, and how the brothers, look after each other. But when that dude's not a brother and he's out in the street, he's a completely different guy. It is crazy, and I really like Deshaun and Jamie's character a lot. I'm kind of more of a team Deshaun. He just seems more like, just kind of more going through it. He's older, he's a veteran. But they're both equally as fucking badass. And the way they set up a season 2, not only is this show great, but it has tons of potential left. It's a fresh show. I don't know anyone else really talking about it besides me and like my 2 or 3 other friends. And why would you? It's like a gang English show. Like what the fuck? But it's actually, I would say, one of the best type of shows like that. You might as well watch it. It's a very good drama. I would describe it just like Game of Thrones, but for the hood. Everyone's fighting to be that top boy. There's even another show that I might review called Top Boy Summer House, and it's about all these characters when they were younger, which is only like 2 parts. There's like 8 episodes altogether. If it's worth talking about, I'll review it. If not, I've been told you should watch this first so you can know all the characters, and then watch the younger one, even though the younger one happens beforehand. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. My final verdict on this season is going to be a 9 out of 10, to be honest. It was easy for me to just sit here and talk about this show. I really enjoyed it. I'm like kind of watching it twice right now just because there are some reveals that happen at the end that actually make the show worth watching again. And also just the drama. How many characters there are, it is almost kind of hard to keep up and connect. And I like to think I'm really good at that. So it's almost worth watching again for that. But yeah, just too many people die. Some of the camera scenes are a little like all over the place, but it just feels like very like different. It feels like a really cool show. It's a different type of show. Some of the things kind of linger on. Some of the camera scenes, they do a lot of like silences, like where it's just completely silent. And sometimes that really works out in a good way, and sometimes it's kind of awkward silence. But there's like not a lot of background noise sometimes when real shit's going down. And it's really good though. Sometimes, like I said, that hits, and that's how it should be. Because these moments aren't meant to be anything but exactly what you see on the screen. You shouldn't have no background noise. Anyway, I think this video has gone long enough. I think you should definitely give this show a chance. Watch 1 episode, and if you don't like it, then don't watch it anymore. But give that first episode a try. It's called Top Boy on Netflix. Let me know what you guys think down below. My final verdict on this season was a 9 out of 10. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.